Yeah, recorded. Recording started. Uh, Fine, Pooja. So please take down heading as first cycle. Is that first cycle, Pooja? What is that first cycle?
Hmm.
Means that in the diagram, R
Yeah.
A
D
D
A
A,
C A
that
T.
is nothing but first cycle. Okay.
Okay.
Correct. So okay, you have copied these things. Okay. So before this first cycle, okay, just a minute. Before this first cycle, you just write down. So don't take heading as first cycle. Before that, you take down. Assume,
Hmm.
assume. Customer has given 500 requirements. Assume customer has given 500 requirements. Assume customer has given 500 requirements.
Hmm.
500 requirements. Okay. Full stop. Full stop. In the real time, the real time, in the real time, all the 500 requirements will not be accommodated in one shot. In the real time, all the 500 requirements, in the real time, all the 500 requirements, in the real time, all the 500 requirements, all the 500 requirements, all the 500 requirements will not be accommodated in one shot. Full stop.
Hmm.
Full stop. So in sorry, all the 500 requirements it will not be accommodated. Okay, full stop. Now you take down heading as first cycle. Now first cycle, first cycle, first cycle, first cycle. What we can write, Pooja? Tell me what we can write.
Hmm.
Hmm.
In first cycle, considering
Write
25
down. First
requirements.
point you write down. First point you write down.
Hmm.
Let us assume. Let us assume 100 requirements will be considered. Let us assume. Let us assume 100 requirements will be considered. Let us assume 100 requirements will be considered.
Hmm.
Assume 100 requirements will be considered. Full stop. Uh, Let us say requirements A. Okay, let us say requirements A. You just write down. Let us say requirements A like this. Requirements capital A.
Screen is not shared, sir.
Uh, no. Let us say requirements A. Okay, Pooja. Let us say requirements A. Full stop. Over.
Yes, sir.
Second point you write down. Business analyst. Business analyst will perform requirement analysis. Business analyst will perform requirement analysis on 100 requirements, on 100 requirements, on 100 requirements.
Screen is not visible, sir.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is showing. Now is it visible?
Yeah, now it is sharing.
Yeah, right. So, second point you write down. Business analyst will perform requirement analysis on 100 requirements. This much over, I think.
Yes, yes, sir.
And in the same phase, feasibility study will be done. And in the same phase, feasibility study will be done. And in the same phase, feasibility study will be done. And in the same phase, feasibility study will be done. Full stop. Third point. Third point. Architects will design. Architects will do design. Architects will do design. Architects will do design according to 100 requirements. According to 100 requirements. In bracket you write down requirements A. So for those 100 requirements, what name have we given, Pooja?
Sir,
For those 100 requirements, name have we given?
requirement A.
In bracket you write down over, Pooja.
Yes, sir. Screen is not yet visible. Now it is full blank.
Don't know why it
Hmm.
blank, huh? Huh?
Now it is. Maybe. Now it is. Yes, sir. It is visible now.
Okay, right down. Third point you write. Sorry, fourth point you write down. So architects over. Next, what they are going to do, Pooja? What they are going to do? Design is over.
Design,
Next,
coding.
right on. Fourth point. So developers will develop the features. Developers will develop the features by writing code. Developers will develop the features by writing code according to requirements A. According to requirements A. According to requirements A. According to requirements A. Full stop. Next point. Fifth point, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
Now write down. So test engineer tests all the features. Test engineers tests all the features. Test engineer tests all the features developed according to requirements A. 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 Full stop. If test engineers identifies any defects, 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 those defects will be reported to developers. 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 Full stop. Developers fixes the bugs. Fixes. Here is the spelling. Fixes. Fixes the bugs. Developers fixes the bugs. Fixes the bugs. Comma. Test engineer has to retest. Test engineers has to retest the software product. Test engineers has to retest the software product. Test engineers has to retest the software product for fixed bugs. For fixed bugs. For fixed bugs. Full stop. This testing this testing keeps continuing. This testing keeps continuing until until till all the features until all the features developed according to requirements A. All the features developed according to requirements A. According to requirements A. ARER, ARER, error free or bug free, or error free or bug free. Written, Pooja?
Done, sir.
Next para you write down. Next para. Once after testing is completed, once after testing is completed, once after testing is completed, we will release software product. Once testing is completed, we will release software product developed according to requirements A. Developed according to requirements A. So what did I dictate it, Pooja?
Once after testing is completed, we will release software product developed according to requirements A.
To the customer. To the customer. So first cycle, understood, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you take down heading as what? Second cycle. Second cycle. Now tell me, Pooja, what will happen in second cycle? You tell me. Second cycle. So in the beginning, 100 requirements. Now let us take 50 requirements, Pooja. Okay, right. Customer gives 50 requirements. Customer gives 50 requirements. Customer gives 50 requirements. Let us say requirements B. Right. Let us say how many what is the name of those requirements?
B.
Let us say requirements B. Full stop. So second point, you have to tell me, Pooja. Now. Second point, tell me quickly.
Business analyst will perform requirement analysis on 50 requirements. In the same phase, feasibility study will be done.
Write down. By your own, you write down. So once you write that second point, please tell me.
Done, sir.
Okay. So third point, even you have to write down. What you have to write point, Pooja?
Architects will do design according to 50 requirements, that is requirement B.
Requirements B, right? Over,
Done.
Pooja. Now, fourth point, you have to write. Tell me, fourth point.
Developers will develop the features by writing code according to requirements B.
Write down. Over, Pooja.
Yes, sir.
Note you take down. Note. So before starting with fifth point, note you take down. Note. In spiral model, when we have multiple cycles, 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 for performing testing, for performing testing, for performing testing, we have to follow below steps. For performing testing, we have to follow below steps. Okay, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Write down here. First point you write. First point. Tell me, yesterday I had told for you, right? Test
New features.
Correct? Second one. Perform what, Pooja?
Integration testing.
Write down, write down. Perform integration testing. See here what you have to do, old features also you have to consider, new features also you have to consider. At a time, how many features you have to consider? Two features.
Two.
Two requirements features you have to consider. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Last one you write down. Test old features.
Old features.
Test old features. Always remember, Pooja. Whenever you have multiple cycles. So now we are in second cycle. Don't you think multiple cycles we have reached?
Yes, sir.
So at that point of time, these three steps you have to follow. Okay. Now fifth point you write down. Now fifth point. Now what you will write, Pooja? Write down. What you will write?
Test engineers.
Test engineers test
Test.
all the features. Test engineers will test all the features. Test engineers will test all the features developed according to requirements B. Test engineers tests all the features developed according to requirements B as follows. As follows. Put one hyphen and first point. What you will write, ma? First point.
Testing new features.
Test new features of requirements B. Correct? Sorry. Test features developed according to requirements B. Test features developed according to requirements B. Writing?
Yes, sir. Writing. Done, sir.
Done. Second point. Perform integration testing. perform integration testing. In bracket, what you will write, Pooja? Right. Tell me quickly.
Testing two features at
First,
a
what you will
time.
do? What you will do? TBA, correct? Perform integration testing means, write down. In bracket, you write down TBA. See, in the first point, you write down TB.
TB.
TB, next to TBA. Here, features, third point, test what features means?
TA.
Very good. Very good. Over, Pooja?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So next para you write down now. Next para. So while performing testing, if test engineers identify defects while performing testing, if test engineers identifies while performing testing, if test engineers identifies defects, comma, those defects will be communicated to developers. Say reporting communicated one and the same. Those defects will be communicated to developers. And developers fix those defects. Developers will fix those defects. And gives the new software. Which contains all the features developed according to requirements A and features developed according to requirements A and features developed according to, tell me, Pooja.
Requirements B.
Very good. According to requirements B. Full stop. Now, the first cycle software will be uninstalled. What is the meaning of this, Pooja? The first
cycle features will not be considered.
That's all. Why it will not be considered, Pooja? Why? Because in the second cycle, new features as well as old features are there. Correct? Both are combined. So one separate software product they have created now. New software product will be created. Clear, Pooja?
Clear, sir.
Right now. Where did we stop?
The new software will contain all the features developed according to requirements A and features developed according to requirements B.
Next. That's all, no?
Yeah. That's
full stop. Now, the old cycle software product will be uninstalled. Now, old cycles, apostrophe S, old cycles software product will be uninstalled. will be uninstalled. Will be uninstalled. Will be uninstalled. Okay, Pooja? Written a
Yes, sir. Written, sir.
full stop. This testing continues. This testing continues. This testing continues until we get error-free software product. This testing continues until we get error-free software product. Full stop. Over, Pooja.
Yes, sir.
Right down next para. Once after testing completed, once after testing completed, once after testing completed, we will release the software product. We will release the software product. In bracket you write down features of requirements A and features of requirements B. In bracket you write down features of requirements A and features of requirements B. Close the bracket. Means that software product you understanding, no, Pooja?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Getting it.
Oh. So inside bracket have you written?
Yes, sir.
Close the bracket. To the customer. 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 Pooja, now
Yes, sir.
itself, third cycle you have to write. Same things only. But where it is going to get deferred, you know?
Testing.
Write down. Now itself you write down and you tell me. Okay?
Okay.
Take 5 minutes of time. Just think about yourself and write by your own.
How many requirements shall I assume now?
It is your wish here. Out of 500 requirements, we have considered 150 requirements. It is your wish. Okay?
Okay.
But you have to tell me. So my screen is visible, I guess, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
Why you have to turn the pages, Pooja? Huh? Pooja, you don't
Yes, sir.
remember the steps, whatever I have told. Huh?
I do remember.
Why you have to turn
Okay, I'll
around
try.
the. You try by yourself, I'm telling you. Nah. So in the interview, you have to tell the answer by yourself. Huh? Correct, no, Pooja?
Correct, sir.
You have any pet at your home, Pooja?
No, I don't have any pet. It is the street dogs that are barking.
So always, especially when we are engaged in a session, quite commonly they'll be disturbing us. I don't know. Yeah.
In the night, it usually happens.
So I think your road is full of silence. I think means very rarely people will be walking around. I guess
Yeah.
not much footfall will be there on your road. I guess, right?
It is in the corner. House is in the corner. On one side of the road, it will be busy, and the other side towards the room, it is very calm. So that is why the
It is
barking
quite
hears.
common. Those dogs will not be having any practice of seeing people. Uh,
Yeah.
so that is the reason. See, if they would have had that practice of watching people, means they would have not make sound like this. Right.
Um,
So that testing, integration testing part will be changing. You know, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm doing it now. T T A
So you can refer to the diagram.
T B A 10. I've written until T when testing.
So afterwards, same thing. Huh?
Yes.
Write down quickly.
I'm a little lagging behind writing. My writing is a little slow.
Take your own
That's
time
right.
and write. See, you all are new to these things. Okay. See, once we are learning, let us learn clearly.
Yes. That is what our intention also, sir.
Yes, ma. If it is taking time, also no issues, ma. Okay. Let us drag for another 15-20 days more itself. Don't worry about that. But learning the things is very much important. Okay, becoming perfect.
Hmm.
That was the first stroke. Written, na?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So fourth cycle, leave some space. Okay, you should be writing on your own. So in that
Okay.
diagram, 4 cycles you have written, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you should be knowing. So these cycles can go up to n cycles. Okay,
Yes, sir.
development up to nth cycle it can happen. So that you got to know, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
Fine, super. Now, Pooja. See, in waterfall model, requirements changes were not accepted. Correct, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Correct.
in between, if customer wants his software product in some changes, with some changes, means that was not possible. Requirements changes were not getting accepted in the case of waterfall model. But see, Pooja, in spiral model, requirements changes are accepted. Okay, requirements changes are accepted.
Hmm.
Now you can ask me, sir, how to handle requirements changes in spiral model, sir? So this will be one doubt at the back of your mind, right, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please take down question. How to handle requirement changes spiral model? How to handle requirement changes in spiral model? How to handle requirement changes in spiral model? Okay, written, Pooja, question.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Write
sir.
down below that. Requirement changes can be handled in two ways. 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 Written.
Yes, sir.
Put one hyphen and below that you write down first one, major changes. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Major
Okay.
changes, and one more is minor changes. Say mainly in spiral model you are going to get only two kinds of requirements. One is major changes in requirement, another is minor changes in requirements. So how to handle major changes in requirements, how to handle minor changes in requirements, we should be understanding. Now let us start to understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So first write down heading as major changes. So let us understand regarding this major changes, how to handle. Tell me, Pooja, major changes means more changes, less changes?
More changes.
More changes. Okay. How to accommodate those major changes, let us discuss. So let me go to this whiteboard and let me start. So, new board. So my screen is visible, right? Board.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me take pen. So let me write that spiral model diagram like this. So spiral model diagram, let me write like this. Okay, Pooja. So tell me, Pooja, here requirement analysis.
Analysis
Correct,
and
no?
feasibility study. Yeah.
And feasibility study, Pooja.
Study.
So this is design, Pooja, and this is coding, Pooja, and this is testing. Okay, fine. So now we all have understood. Straight away, I will put one circle only. Okay. Here, tell me, Pooja.
Okay. RA.
Here you tell me.
DA.
Very good, ma. Here you tell me, ma.
CA.
Very good, ma. Here you tell me, ma.
TA.
TA. Very good, ma. Okay, fine. First cycle over. How this first cycle will be handled, you know, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now second cycle, ma. Tell me second cycle, ma. This one. Tell me quickly.
RB. RB. DB. CB.
Just a minute.
TB. TB. TBA.
Just a minute. Very good. TB. Next.
TBA.
TBA. Next. TA.
TA.
TBA.
Yes.
TA. Very good. Okay. So now customer will be using both the requirements features. According to requirements A features, according to requirements B features. Both are there. Now somewhere customer will not be satisfied with the requirements according to. Okay, requirements according to, features according to requirements A. What, my dear Pooja? Customer is not satisfied with the features which are developed previously according to requirements A. Are you getting my point, Pooja?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When he is not satisfied, all of a sudden he will come to the software company and he will tell to the business analyst, I am not satisfied with the features developed according to requirements A. So I want some changes in requirements. Now, my dear Pooja, the customer will tell lot of changes he is going to tell. Okay, lot of changes. That is nothing but major changes in requirements. Correct? Now, here you see here. So now tell me, major changes in requirements. In which requirements? Requirements A or requirements B?
Requirements A.
Very good. So please remember, whenever there are major changes in requirements, at that point of time, one separate cycle only will be considered. In that separate cycle, software product will be developed according to major changes in requirements. Understood how to handle major changes? So whenever customer gives major changes in requirements, software product will be developed according to those major changes in requirements by considering one separate cycle. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now here you see here what they will do here. R M, okay, capital M I am writing, Puja. R M
Yes, sir.
C A. What is this? R M C A means what? Major
Requirements
changes
of
in
major changes in A.
Hmm.
Or,
Major changes in
requirement A.
requirements of requirements A. Okay, major changes in requirements of requirements A. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now design will be done for major changes
Changes
requirements
A.
A. Now tell me, Pooja, here.
C M
For capital M means major
capital M.
changes
Major
in
changes
requirements
A.
A. Now tell me, Pooja, here. Which is the new feature now?
New feature is T
CMA.
M T C T M C.
Major
Major
changes
changes
in
in
requirements
requirements
A.
A.
Very good, Pooja. Now, what we have to do? Integration testing. Correct? So, D.
Correct.
Major changes requirements A along with
A.
which one? B.
B.
Are you getting my point, Pooja?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next, T be old feature. Clear? And now, this one has to be considered, has to be uninstalled.
Uninstalled.
Very good. Okay, and even this RP also will be uninstalled. Why
Uninstalled.
this? Why? So in the new cycle, we are having both the requirements features. Clear, Pooja?
Clear.
So in spiral model, major changes in requirements will be considered in separate cycle.
Sir, have we missed TA? The
Why
first
TA,
cycle
Pooja?
also
Why
here.
TA? Why
No,
TA?
in the last major change.
Why TA? Why TA? Tell me, why TA? Why TA? Tell me.
The old feature, or as we
Pooja, there
doing
is
the
no
changes itself,
related
we are
only,
not.
no, Pooja. Major changes. So in this
Okay.
major changes we are having, no. Why
Okay.
we should be having major changes in requirements? No, Pooja.
Okay.
Now you got my point.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Then why you have to consider this one? See, have we done any changes to this B? No. So that is why TB. Correct?
Okay. Correct.
Now one more cycle I will do. Now in this one more cycle, okay, what we will do here is as normal RC. Okay, Pooja.
Okay.
DC. Here you tell me. C means what? Coding according to the
requirement C.
Now here you tell me new feature.
Is this include major changes of A?
Yes, of course. It has to be. Now tell me. DC along with major changes of requirements A. Next. TCB. Correct?
Okay. Getting confused.
Why you have to get confused, Pooja? Major changes in requirements is in in requirements A. Have we done any changes, major changes in requirements or changes in requirements for B? Have we done?
No, no,
If you have not done, you have to consider or not consider.
not considered. If
Why I don't know why you are getting confused, Pooja. See, requirements in changes A. Sorry, requirements of A is getting changed. You please follow correctly. You follow. Listen to me. Okay. Requirements A. Majorly, it is getting changing. Have I told requirements B is getting changed?
no,
Have I told you?
no,
I have not told. When I have not told means you have to consider or not consider.
no changes means you have to consider.
Then you are getting my point now.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Tell me correctly. You tell me if you are not getting my point. You tell me. I will explain you once again.
Got it, sir.
Got
Please repeat this one.
from where I should repeat.
This C, requirement C.
See, this A is totally not there, ma. Okay. MCA is there.
Okay, A is replaced by MCA.
Yeah, MCA. That's all. Like that you understand.
Okay,
B is there. Okay, that is why here yeah, we have written TB only.
TB.
If I would have done some changes means here I would have written TMCB.
Okay,
Understood?
got it, sir.
Write down. Write down. So major in spiral model, in spiral model, in spiral model, major changes in requirements, major changes in requirements, major changes in requirements, major changes in requirements will be considered, major changes in requirements will be considered, major changes in requirements will be considered in separate cycle. Major changes in requirements will be considered in separate cycle. Major changes in requirements in separate cycle. And software product will be developed. 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 Written, Pooja?
Done, sir.
Okay. Copied on this diagram. So while writing, you understand and write. Okay, here
Yes.
all of a sudden customer comes to software company and is going to give major changes in requirements A. Please remember, only major changes in requirements A. Clear? Not B.
Okay.
Now I think it has got clarified.
Yes, sir.
Right. While writing, you understand and write. Okay.
Okay, sir.
written, Pooja?
Writing the last cycles. Just
Right.
Sir, in the testing, the last cycle, testing TC,
Hmm.
TC major changes A,
Hmm.
TCB,
Hmm.
TB, and the last one is T major changes to A.
Hmm. It is old feature.
Okay.
So TB becomes old. Even TMC also becomes old, right?
Old. Okay. Then T major changes A, B will not be getting that.
Yeah.
Or we
I
have
should
missed
write.
it.
I should write. Here somewhere you mentioned it.
Yes, it is missing right here.
Yes. Good. So T M major changes in requirements A along with the B requirements. Good.
Now it is.
Now clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Now major changes how to handle we got to know. Okay. So now another changes is there. Which is that another changes? Pooja, please tell me.
Minor changes.
Minor changes.
Minor
Changes.
changes.
Take down heading as minor changes. So tell me, minor changes means less changes or more changes?
Less changes.
Less changes. Okay. So once again, let me draw the diagram for all of you. So this as normal requirement analysis, and then this is normal feasibility study, and then what is this? Design, right?
Design.
This coding, and what is this? Testing.
Coding. Testing.
Okay. So now as normal, you know. Tell me, Pooja. Here you write down RA, correct?
RA.
Here
DA.
DA. Here you tell me.
DC.
CA. Coding according to
C.
CA. Next year
TA.
Okay. Now one more cycle. Here you tell me. TB.
RB. RB.
RB.
RB.
DB. Next
CB.
CB. Next here you tell me.
TB.
Very good.
TBA.
Just a minute.
TA.
TBA. Next
TA.
very good. Okay, now what happens? Now customer wants some minor changes in requirements A. So in requirements A, some features are there. In those features, some minor changes he wants now. Okay, in which requirements? Requirements A. Correct, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
See, if there are any minor changes in requirements, what they are going to do, they are going to consider new requirements as well as minor changes in requirements in the same cycle. In the major changes, what used to happen, Pooja?
Separate cycle will be
For the major changes in requirements only, separate cycle we used to consider. But minor changes, what are we doing? In the same cycle,
Same cycle.
new requirements also we are accommodating, and minor changes in requirements also we are accommodating. Are you getting my point, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
Here you see. Or small m I will write. Small m is
Okay.
minor changes
Minor
in
changes.
requirements A. Which is that new requirements RC. Now tell me. See here, both new requirements as well as minor changes in
Minor
requirements
changes
we have
requirements.
considered in the same cycle.
Same cycle.
Now tell me, Pooja. D, C, D,
C.
M, C, A. Are you getting my point, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
Here you tell me, Pooja. C,
C.
A,
C.
C, M,
C. M.
C,
C.
A.
A.
Now tell me here. So here this A should not be considered, but B should be considered. Why B should be considered? We have not done any changes. Correct?
Changes.
Changes only
Yes, sir.
requirements. Now tell me. Here you tell me. T.
T. C.
Very good. One more new functionality is there.
T.
Minor
M.
changes
C.
in
Changes
requirements
to
A.
A.
Very good, Pooja. Now integration testing you tell me. TC, Pooja.
TC.
MCA. Okay, Pooja.
TC. MCA. Okay.
Correct. Next. TCB.
Hmm.
Not TBA. Now TMCAB. Correct, Pooja?
TMCAB.
Now, old features. You tell me. Only one old feature is there. That is TB. Correct?
TB.
Correct?
Correct, sir.
Understood now?
Yes, sir.
I think you are not getting confused. Huh?
Now it is clear. Now it is getting clear.
Okay. Right down. In spiral model, heading have you taken as minor changes, ma?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Write down. In spiral model, minor changes in requirements. In spiral model, minor changes in requirements. In spiral model, minor changes in requirements. Minor changes in requirements will be considered along with new requirements. Along with new requirements in the same cycle.
Same cycle.
In the same cycle. In the same cycle. Okay. Now can you write this diagram, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
Write down. Understand and write. This process you should be knowing. Software development process. Okay. So since you are very much new to this software development and all, you should be knowing all these processes. So that is why slowly I am teaching for you. Okay, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
So in understanding, any problem are you facing, ma? Pooja?
No, sir.
No.
Till now, not. But this is little bit confusing. We need to just maybe by practice, it will be clear. Only while writing this testing phase with the changes is getting confused.
See, simple, Pooja. Keep in your mind, Pooja. For B, we are not changing anything. We are retaining like that only. Correct? See, features which are developed according to requirements B, we are not doing any changes. Correct? We are not having major changes also, minor changes also. as it is there. But we are doing changes for features of requirements A, correct? Minor changes, major changes, both we are doing, correct? Then we have to consider that MC.
Okay. We can understand in the other way, like TA is replaced by TMCA or T big M or small m.
That's it. Why? Because lot of changes are there. And why? Because changes are there in that requirements A. That's all. Like that you understand. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You don't even understand like that. Okay, Pooja. Pooja. Hello? 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 Yeah, Pooja.
So, it was just by miss.
No issues, no issues. See, only you understand in this perspective. Major changes in requirements means one separate cycle. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Minor changes in requirements means minor changes in requirements along with that new requirements. That's all. In the same cycle. This much you understand.
Okay. The screen is not visible, sir. Whiteboard. Yeah.
This much you understand. That's all.
Sir, this one, TCMCA, is it integration? Integration feature?
Integrate. No. Minor changes in requirements A.
TMCA is new feature, second one.
Now you are getting. These are new features. TC, testing minor changes in requirements A. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is integration. TCMCA. Huh?
TC is new one. MCA should have come in the previous cycle or
Puja, TMCA
isn't, sir?
new one ma. You have to consider as new one ma. See, if we are doing
TMCA is new one. Okay. The TCMCA, the third one, sir.
that is integration ma. So we are considering both the things.
Okay, the new feature itself should integrate first, or
It should be integrated. Here I have written first. You can write here also, last also, whatever it is. Okay.
the two features which are integrating here is the new one which is introduced in this cycle only, right? TC
Yes.
and sorry, TMCA.
TCMCA. See, this C is one feature, Pooja, and this is
Yes, sir.
feature, Pooja.
MCA is another feature.
Don't get too much worried about that. You just think like this. Major changes in the requirements means one separate cycle. Minor changes means new feature as well as minor changes in the same cycle. This much you understand. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Don't just break your head on this. Don't worry. So max to max in the interview, they can ask, how are you going to handle major changes? How are you going to handle minor changes? At that point of time, the 2 points I have dictated. No, those 2 points are sufficient. Okay, Pooja?
Okay, okay. Done, sir.
Done. Okay, fine. So now, how to handle major changes, how to handle minor changes, I guess you got, right?
Yes, sir.
Now write on, Pooja. Advantages of spiral model. Take down heading as advantages of spiral model.
Before this, sir, any theory part of this major changes,
No,
like
I have dictated.
why we have introduced, I mean, where we have introduced changes and like that, or shall I note it down on my own?
Minor changes in requirements I didn't dictate it.
You have dictated the definition. Or
Don't worry, all such things are not required. How to handle I have told, that's all.
okay, okay.
That explanation is not at all required. It is your wish. On your own, you can write it down. It is your wish. Okay. But
Okay, sir.
the interviewer wants how are you going to handle in the same cycle a separate cycle. That's all.
Okay.
Right down, first point. First point. Now tell me advantages. Which is the first advantage?
In a spiral model can be
Requirements changes
used
are
for
allowed. Requirements changes are allowed after every cycle. 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 Okay.
yes, sir.
Written.
Yes, sir.
Second point you write down. Customer gets an opportunity. Customer gets an opportunity to use the software product. Customer gets an opportunity to use the software product. Customer gets an opportunity to use the software product after every cycle. Okay, Pooja? Correct, right? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
After every cycle, software product will be handed over, adding features. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Right on third point. Testing is done. Testing is done in every cycle. Testing is done in every cycle before going to next. Testing is done in every cycle before going to next cycle. Testing is done in every cycle before going to next cycle. Correct, Pooja? Do you agree with this advantage?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, Pooja, can we do investment in spiral model in efficient way or not in efficient way?
Efficient way.
Very good. Right down. Investment can be done in the proper way. 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 Okay, Pooja, written.
Yes, sir.
Next, you take down disadvantages of spiral model. Disadvantages of spiral model. Written.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, see, requirements changes can be accommodated after every cycle. In between cycle can be accommodated.
No, in between cannot.
Right. Requirements changes cannot be requirements changes are not allowed between the cycle. Requirements changes cannot be allowed between the cycle. Requirements changes cannot be allowed between the cycle. Okay, Pooja.
Yes, sir.
Second point, you write down. Second point. Uh, it is complex model. It is complex model. See, here and there we are getting confused. Correct, right?
Yes, sir.
So right. So it is complex model. See, experts should be involved, Pooja. Okay. Whenever you are following spiral model to develop the software product, there experts should be involved. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Next question you take down. When
Only
can
the
we?
two, only the two disadvantages.
Yes, yes, yes.
Our expert should be.
What?
Should I take the point like experts should be
No,
involved
no, no.
or
I'm
not?
just telling you, ma.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, right. Next question you take down. When can we go for spiral model? When can we go for spiral model? When can we go for spiral model? Okay, Pooja.
Yes, sir.
First point. When there is dependency between modules. This in the beginning itself you got to know. Correct? When there is dependency between modules. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
When there is dependency between the modules. Second one, when customer gives requirements in stages. When customer gives requirements in stages. When customer gives requirements in stages. So are you getting my point, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
So this completes our spiral model, Pooja. See, in spiral model, requirements changes can be allowed. So how to handle those requirements changes we got to know. Right, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
So major changes when it comes, how to handle. Minor changes when it comes, how to handle, we got to know. And generally we understood spiral model. Using spiral model, how to develop the software product. So one after the other, one after the other. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Then we got to know about advantages of spiral model, disadvantages of spiral model, and finally we got to know when can we go for spiral model. And one last point you can add. No? So it is applicable for complex projects. Correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Right. It is applicable for complex projects. It is applicable for complex projects. Written, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So So this completes your spiral model. Hmm? And tomorrow, at least for 2 hours early in the morning, is it possible, ma?
Yes, sir.
Early in the morning, 7 to 9. I'm not, after that, I'm not going to take. Since we missed 2 days in this week, no, so that is the reason, no.
Okay.
7 to 9. So another two models are there. I will complete prototype model and V&V model. If we complete this, so that we can start with the actual testing topics. So that is the reason, Pooja.
Okay. Okay, sir.
7 to 9 morning,
Okay.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, with the same
Okay.
model.
Okay, sir.
So no doubts,
Okay.
no, till now.
No, sir. No
So
doubts.
after this, go through once again, Pooja. You will get to know.
Yes. Yes, sir. I will.
Okay,
Okay,
fine,
sir.
Pooja. Please
Okay.
take care,
Okay, sir.
Pooja. Good night, ma. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.